أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وآتوا اليتامى أموالهم ولا تتبدلوا الخبيث بالطيب ولا تأكلوا أموالهم إلى أموالكم إنه كان حوبا كبيرا. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah An-Nisa Ayat number 2. In this ayat, Allah tells us rights and responsibilities towards the orphans. Especially to those people Allah is advising who are the guardian of the orphans. So they must treat kindly, nice way with the orphans, and they should protect the wealth of the orphans, the belongings of the orphans. They must protect it completely and fully, and don't cheat with them, and don't cheat with their goods, with their wealth, with their belongings. So this way we will read this ayat, we will understand inshallah. So Allah said, Wa'atul yatama, wa and atu and give, yatama to the orphans. Wa'atul yatama and give the orphans amwalahum their wealth. Wa'atul yatama amwalahum and give to the orphans their wealth, their belongings, their wealth. Wala tatabaddalul khabisa, wala and no and do not, tatabaddalu tabdeel like change. Wala tatabaddalul khabisa, khabis mean the bad, tayyib is the good. Tatabaddalul khabisa bit tayyib, and don't exchange bad with the good. If like in this Allah tells that if the belonging of the orphan, for example, if their belonging is the goats, and if the goat is fat and good, healthy, belongs to the orphan, and you are trying to exchange with the weak, the ill one you are exchanging that one. You are taking the healthy and fat goat from the belonging of the orphan and leaving at that place the weak one, the ill one. So this is like a exchange. So Allah said this is the biggest sinful act. Don't do it. وَلَا تَتَبَدَّلُوا الْخَبِيثَ بِالطَّيِّبِ, and don't exchange bad with the good. Wala taakulu, and don't eat and don't consume amwalahum, their wealth, the wealth of the orphans, ila amwalikum, with your wealth. Wala taakulu amwalahum ila amwalikum, and don't consume their wealth with your wealth. Because sometimes the people, the guardian of the orphans, they look at the orphan has so much property and so much belonging and money and wealth and so many things. They try to join their wealth with their own and then spend so much. But actually that is not a good thing. Because if orphan is one person or two person, then they must be having the justice and be a good person, because at the day of judgment, after all, Allah will ask about that. So this way Allah said, be careful in this world, and at the day of judgment, I am just advising you now, and I will ask at the day of judgment what I am advising. You have to follow that one, you have to do that one, otherwise at the day of judgment you have to answer that. وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا أَمْوَالَهُمْ إِلَىٰ أَمْوَالِكُمْ, and don't consume their wealth with your wealth. إِنَّهُ كَانَ حَوْبًا كَبِيرًا. إِنَّهُ, no doubt, it is kana hauban. Hauban mean sinful. Kabira, the biggest. Innahu kana hauban kabira. Indeed, it is the greatest sinful act. So therefore, in this ayat, Allah tells us the rights and responsibilities on the shoulder of the guardian of the orphan. So those people, they must understand that guardian is not a simple person. Allah is watching your behavior with the orphans. At the day of judgment, you will be answerable there. When someone dead die, that person is called orphan, maybe girl or boy. When they are not mature, when they become mature, then they are not orphan. So according to one hadith that is in Mishkat, and the orphan is up to the age of maturity. When the orphan reach the age of maturity, then this person is not orphan, because at the age of maturity the orphan is independent, can earn the things and can live the life, no problem. So this way, so orphan is when the person is not, when the person is like a dependent. So like this, when it's not mature according to hadith. So this is when the person become mature, then no orphan. So this way, it is the responsibility of the guardian of the orphan. So they have to look after the needs of the orphan. For example, if they need like health, like doctor, like health services, they can provide that one. If they need food, they can provide food. Clothing, they need clothing, and also residents like home. So they can provide those things which are needed for the orphan. Even the daily usable things like the food, and also so many things need, like for the person, like cleaning teeth, so many toothpaste need, and for school, if they go to school, then they need school fees or school books or something other need. So every need of the orphans must be kindly and nicely provided by the guardian. That is very important. Now here is the position that if the guardian is a rich person, then no problem, he should provide everything to the orphan just as a charity. Allah will give the reward to that person. But if the person is a poor person, the guardian is poor person, then no problem. The belonging or the wealth of the orphan, so those people, they have to use that one which part is essential for the food and needs of the orphan. That should be taken only. They should not take the whole part of the belonging, or they should take only that fraction which is essential, which is needed, which is required. That is important, which is required, that this way. And if the belonging of the orphan, if these people, if they feel there is something like animals, or for example there is some animals, if the animals are healthy and good, and they want to take that one and they can replace with the weak and the ill animals, so that is haram. And this way Allah said, وَلَا تَتَبَدَّلُوا الْخَبِيثَ بِالطَّيِّبِ, and that will be like exchanging will be haram, like you are changing the bad with the good. So that is no need, Allah will ask at the day of judgment. So be careful in that. If, for example, if the person who is guardian and he don't have money to eat himself or herself, then what the guardian will do? Guardian understand that the orphan has too much money, and his money and his wealth and his belonging is too much. Then the guardian must take loan from the orphan's money and write down. And when that person will have, then he has to pay back that. So this way, the total money, total belonging, what the orphan has, that must be handed over to him or her when the orphan reaches at the age of maturity. So when orphan understand what is good, what is bad, and what is profit, what is loss, what things are like, understanding about the transaction, understanding about the buying, selling, understanding about the like things. When this person understand, the orphan person, then the belonging must be handed over to this person also. So very important is this one. So in the tribe Gitfan was the tribe, and one person who was the guardian of his brother's son. His brother died and his son was there, and he was looking after him. And when his brother's son, he became mature, and he requested, uncle, please give me my belonging, whatever my dad left for me. So then when he requested, and that uncle, he refused to give him back. At that time, this person, this boy, he went to Holy Prophet ﷺ, and he explained about the whole story. And then Prophet ﷺ called his uncle, and at that time Allah sent Jibreel alayhi salam with this ayat, وَآتُوا الْيَتَامَ أَمْوَالَهُمْ وَلَا تَتَبَدَّلُوا الْخَبِيثَ بِالطَّيِّبِ وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا أَمْوَالَهُمْ إِلَىٰ أَمْوَالِكُمْ إِنَّهُ كَانَ حَوْبًا كَبِيرًا. So when this person, he learned, he understood the ayat, then he requested Prophet ﷺ for forgiveness, and he bowed down before Allah for forgiveness, and he handed over all the belongings, all the wealth, everything which was belonging to the orphan person, he handed over completely and fully. So this way, Holy Prophet ﷺ, he said in one hadith, that is in Bukhari also, and Prophet ﷺ said, the guardian of the orphan and I will be in paradise like two fingers who are together, like these two fingers which are together. So we will be together in the paradise. So the guardian who is just to look after the orphan, so carefully, nicely, and provide the all necessities what the orphan need, and treat kindly, gently, nice way. MashaAllah, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam will take that person to paradise and will stay with the company of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So that is the greatest blessings. And in one other hadith, that is also in Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, Abu Dawud, and many these books, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, 7 things will kill you, but you have to save yourself from them. The first thing, that you are not to make partnership of Allah. So you must understand that Allah is one and only one. And Allah has no partner. And don't make partnership with Allah. So this is the one thing Prophet ﷺ said, be careful and stick with your iman on this. And the second thing Prophet ﷺ said, and the second thing which will take you to the hellfire, that is dangerous for you, that is the doing magic. So doing magic is the biggest sinful act. You have to save yourself, otherwise it will kill you. The Prophet ﷺ said, the third thing you have to look after, that you are not to kill any person. So no killing of any person without a genuine reason, because killing a person is the biggest sinful act. The Holy Prophet ﷺ said, the fourth thing, to eat the interest or usury. That is the fourth biggest sinful act, will kill you, will take you to the hell. The fifth thing Prophet ﷺ said, to eat, to consume the wealth or belonging of the orphan person. So save yourself from that also. And the sixth thing Prophet ﷺ said, to run away from jihad field. When you are in the battlefield of jihad, if you run away from that one, so that is the biggest sinful act also. And that will take to the hell also. And the seventh thing the Prophet ﷺ said, to blame the woman who is pure. So this is the biggest sinful act. So these 7 sinful acts, Prophet ﷺ said, you have to look after. Don't indulge in them, don't involve in them. So you have to save yourself from all these 7 biggest sinful acts. So these, otherwise these will take to the hellfire. One other hadith that is in Ibn Majah, Prophet ﷺ said, among the Muslim houses, the best house is that one where orphan lives, and the treatment with the orphan is very kind and nice. MashaAllah, that is the best house among the Muslims. And then Prophet ﷺ said that among the Muslims, that is the worst house among the Muslims, where an orphan is living, but he is treated harshly, treated bad way, and under torture, under not a good way. So if that orphan is not treated kindly, treated with harsh way, so that house is the worst house among the Muslim houses. So this hadith is in Ibn Majah. And one person, he came to Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He said, I have heart, but my heart is very hard. I want to make it soft. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam advised him, you have to keep your hand over the head of the orphan. It means you help the orphan, you look after the orphans, you provide the essential things to the orphans. And second, Prophet ﷺ said, and you have to give food to the masakin, and give food to the masakin, and feed the poor people. So look, this is the best remedy, Prophet ﷺ said, to make our heart more soft. If your heart is hard, if you want to make it soft, you have to look after the orphans and feed the masakin. MashaAllah, your heart will be soft and you will be a good person. So in this ayat we understand, Allah said, وَآتُوا الْيَتَامَ أَمْوَالَهُمْ, and give to the orphans the wealth and belonging, so when they are at maturity. وَلَا تَتَبَدَّلُوا الْخَبِيثَ بِالطَّيِّبِ, and don't exchange their wealth, their good things, with the bad things of you. So you don't exchange with that. وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا أَمْوَالَهُمْ إِلَىٰ أَمْوَالِكُمْ, and don't consume their wealth with your wealth. إِنَّهُ كَانَ حَوْبًا كَبِيرًا, indeed it is the greatest sinful act. So we must understand that the looking after the orphan is the best rewardable job, because Holy Prophet ﷺ, he spent his life as an orphan also. So this way Prophet ﷺ at the day of judgment, so he will be with those people who looked after the orphans, and orphans will be with him also, because he liked those people also. So this way we request Allah that Allah gave us tawfiq to look after the orphans also, so that we should get the company of Holy Prophet ﷺ in paradise. Ameen.